No, she didn't actually call big and small churches with a proper sample. See, mega churches make up less than 1% of churches in the country. Some say it's less than 0.1% of the churches. But she sampled 30 plus mega churches out of 42 total. Small churches make up about 80% of the total churches. Mid-sized churches make up about 20%. And those were significantly underrepresented. She super oversampled mega churches. 42 churches sampled, 30 plus were mega churches, but mega churches only represent less than 1%, possibly less than 0.1%. So the sampling bias was extremely bad. She knew that calling up mega churches, which mega churches exist to make the pastors rich. They don't exist to serve Christ. They exist to make the pastors rich. She oversampled mega churches, knowing that she would get those results, and then used that to say this represents all of Christianity. That's horrible. That's bad sampling bias. That proves that she was full of brown smelly stuff when she did this supposed experiment. And the reason why they say 30 plus is because a few of the mega churches are questionable. Are they really mega churches or are they not? Now, it's probably about 32 total mega churches, which leaves about 10 smaller churches. Out of the 10 small churches she called, 9 of them were able to help immediately. The one that couldn't help immediately, don't know why it couldn't help immediately. Maybe it didn't have the resources. Maybe they didn't stock formula. Who knows the reason why that small church couldn't help. But basically what she showed is that 90% to 100% of actual Christian churches will help as quickly as they can. That's what the data actually shows. But then again, to do the data correctly, I had some supposed social worker cupcake sit there and try to tell me that I don't know how to do statistics and that she knows how everything works. I mean, some of the most illogical stuff coming out of someone who just wants to prove that Christianity's bad. But the way that it should have been done is probably needed a sampling size of like 500 churches across the nation, and since small churches make up 80%, you would need to sit there and sample something like, what would that be, 300 some odd churches or 400 some odd churches out of that 500? Yeah, 400 churches, and then you need to sample 200 mid-sized churches and then throw a few mega churches in there, like 1 or 2 or 3 or something like that. But she didn't do that because she had an agenda.